John Rhys-Davies, noted racist, was approached to reprise his character Salah in a very brief cameo in the wedding scene, but he turned it down. Why the fuck would he turn it down? Like, what else? Like, he's like, no, there's a reunion going on with Sliders. I have to be there. It's priority, Indy. And George was like, hey, maybe you could do, you could find some time to do this. And, Sliders, hey, look, we fucking made you. We made you, and we can break you, too. You like that show, Sliders, you got? Fuck you, Salah. George probably never even knew his real name. He just kept calling him Salah. He just wanted Salah to appear as a crowd member in the church, and John Rhys-Davies basically said that it would cheapen the character. Ultimately, Spielberg made the decision for him to just go fuck himself. John Rhys-Davies, he's like, I am an actor, and I think that this should be played a certain way. And Steven Spielberg's like, yeah, go fuck yourself. It's gangster. It's crazy because there were a lot of questions as to what this film would be about, and ultimately they go for the Crystal Skull angle because, there was also the whole thing of like Nazis. They were looking for power, but really because now we're not dealing with Nazis, it's the 1950s, we're dealing with, the Cold War, Soviet Union, and essentially what they were looking to do is ascertain some kind of a power from these crystal skulls. Now, as we all know, this isn't a spoiler alert. If you're listening to this episode, hey, guess what? This movie was made 13 years ago, and if you didn't have to suffer through it with the rest of us, yeah, it's a fucking travesty. Aliens show up at the end of this movie. And that was the moment. There is a moment as a film fan, I remember the theater I saw this in, I can tell you where I was sitting in the theater. And that second when the fucking aliens come out, and they look like the aliens, the Greys that we saw in, oh my God, Signs. They look like kind of, but they look Close Encounters, they more look like. And that was the moment where I was like, it was like the SpongeBob meme. I was like, all right, I'm gonna head out of the Indiana Jones franchise. Like, that's it. That was the final straw. Like, I literally felt like at that moment, and I wasn't on anything, to my knowledge, I felt like I had an out-of-body experience when the aliens showed up. Like, I was like, this is really happening. Like, this is it. Now, one of the pitches early on was to send him to the lost city of Atlantis. Okay, so I don't know. If I had to choose aliens over fucking fish people, I'm gonna choose the aliens. Oh, boy.